course. Can I just have you start off by saying your first and last name? That way we make sure we get it correct.
Yeah, my first name is Ali, last name is Kazemi.
Perfect. I'll have you just start off with tell me a little bit about your family, your sister and your mother, how they got there, when they were expected to be back, and what they were doing there.
Okay, yeah, my family, so it was just my mom and my sister who were going back to Afghanistan. They left, I'm sure, August 6th, and they were planning on coming back on September 6th, and they were just there to visit family just because it had been so long for my mom, and my sister wanted to go as well, so they went together, and uh, they're just there with my extended family in Afghanistan.
Yeah. I mean, when's the last time you've had contact with them since this overthrow of the government? What's that contact with them been like?
Um, the last time I talked to my mother was last night at midnight uh, on Facebook Messenger through phone call. She told me not to worry. She told me to stay calm and to focus on school starting. And I know she was lying. She told me that they're all in a room, they're all fine, they're all laughing, they're all eating, they're talking. But I am really worried about them. The last time I talked to my sister was a couple of hours ago. I called her and told her to uh, give me as much information as she can on the surrounding area, um, what she can do, what she can't do, and can do. We've been trying to message back and forth, but she told me that there is very weak internet, and there are times where the internet will completely shut off. So it is a waiting game between the two of us having to message each other. And with calling, you have to pay for minutes there with a pay card, but um, people are just buying them out. So even if she wanted to call my phone number, she would have a hard time doing so. So Facebook Messenger is the only way we are able to talk. And so it's today has been the um, the one day we've been talking the most, but it's just been on and off with her being stuck there with limited access and me having to work and having to find the time to, you know, um, to talk to them and figure something out. And between me and my other siblings, calling senators and the embassy, trying to figure out something for them has been very challenging. There's just nowhere else for me to look for help besides media and getting the word out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, and a lot of the leadership in our states are talking about, we can help, we're there to help, and helping families from our area who are stuck there. I mean, tell me what conversations with them have been like. And I mean, like you just said, you're trying to do as much as you can.
One thing that has been really frustrating is the big the answer we get from everyone, especially my sister who is stuck in Afghanistan, is to wait. And the thing is, there is no time to wait. The Taliban are ruthless. They're non-forgiving. They're evil people, and the more you wait, the more at risk all these innocent families are at. And it is about bringing my family home, but it's about all the other U.S. citizens who are stuck because of abandonment. And it's not just people who are there visiting, like my family. It's translators, it's journalists, it's people who are there to help who get stranded, and it's heartbreaking. And me and my family have been trying our best to stick together and keep our cool and find a way or people connections to network in our best way, but it's it's a nightmare. There's no other way to put it. Me and my family moved to Colorado Springs when I was 11 months, and so me and my siblings were raised here. We're like Colorado natives. We have been here for a very long time, and the reason why we came here was because of the Taliban. Um, my father was murdered before I met him, and so we came here um, seeking refuge, and we got refuge. And it's so sad to think about as this story as having a part two. I want to talk about all of this, and I want to get the word out, but it's just all scrambled in my brain. I don't know where to start. There's so much I have to say, but I feel like so little time. I understand that the U.S. is explaining that we want to get people out of there as quickly as possible, but my sister has heard nothing. My sister has not gotten one email, one phone call saying that people are on their way or that help is coming. All we hear is people speak on it, which is good because I want people to know what is going on. But overall, we all just want something to be done.
What is your message to people who see this tonight? People in the Colorado Springs area and in Colorado.
My message is, one moment. My message is, me coming forward isn't just me asking for help to get my sister and mom home, but it's to raise awareness on how bad and inhumane parts of the Middle East are and how long it's been going on. There are so many countries who are dealing with stuff like this, and nobody understands the fear it comes with. Family members lost, being homeless. There are parks in Afghanistan that are filled with homeless people from different cities who migrated there looking for help, not knowing people who already live there are asking for help. I'm jumping on planes, jumping off planes because death is better than the Taliban. My message is to ask for help in any way, to donate, not just money. I'm not asking for money, but goods. Even just sharing on social media platforms, trying to get as many people as we can to focus on this problem that's been happening for 20 plus years. Things my parents and their parents have been dealing with. And I'm not even there to see it, but it really does break all of me to see my cousins and people like family members I've never met have to live in fear every day. Girls can't even go to school. Needless to say, can't even go to a supermarket. I'm scared for my mom and my sister. I hope they stay put and they can come home safely, but I'm scared for all the other women out there who don't have a man to take them outside or to even grab groceries or to just do basic necessities, who have to stay covered up and cooped up. This isn't just an Afghan problem. It's a world problem. This is something everybody should be focusing on. We shouldn't think of this whole thing as division of nations or whose fault anything was. And the only thing we should be talking about is resolution and where to move on from this point.
What is the best case scenario that can come out of this for you and your family?
I just want them to be home. I don't see my family a lot. I live in Grand Junction. I go to college here, and I barely get to visit. I work all the time, and I haven't seen my mom and sister in about 5 months now. And I was supposed to see them when they got back in September, but I don't care if it takes longer, even as much as I'd hate it. I just want them to be safe, and I want them to be able to come home. And I don't want them to look at as this trip for my mom to see her family as in as a regret. As much as they probably do regret going on a time like this, I don't want them to feel like they messed up going, because nobody would have known. Nobody could have seen this coming. See how fast and how bad it could have gotten.
Oh, could you send us a few pics
Yeah.
of his sister?
Is there anything else you think you'd like to add while we still kind of have this recording over here?
One thing I'd like to add is people might not care just because we are immigrants and we are refugees. But I want everyone to know it is not just Afghan people who are looking for help. There are Americans there. There are people who were born in America, in Afghanistan, looking for help. So this isn't about, oh, it's not my problem. These are our own people. And that's all I have to say.
Wonderful. Well, we appreciate you doing this.